My name is Stephen Nino. I am the Chief Information Officer for Soboba Band of Luiseño Indians. We are a tribe out in Southern California. We have about roughly 1,200 members that we service. We have a casino entity, golf course resort, all the way through government services for high school, preschool, our own Department of Public Safety, Department of Public Works. I like to say our team is lean and mean. We're only total of 36 now of IT professionals. So when you have the casino and the tribal government title, the biggest challenges that we've had is there's been an active increase of attempted attacks into tribal organizations. We've seen between 2020 to now is almost a 395% increase of attempts inside of our filters, where we're actually getting barracuda attempts or attempts to come through phishing exercises or web attempts. So we have to build up automated tools or services that we can help to cover those aspects of it, of that risk, and mitigate that risk moving forward. So it's really two-sided: increased attacks and then the availability of resources and finding ways to be creative and within the budget to make sure that we provide those tools. We had a lot of separate tools, but nothing that really put that in one spot and really made it something that's just easier to read and, just obviously make actionable data instead of just looking at logs everywhere.
Vectra provides attack signal intelligence. It allows our smaller cybersecurity team to react or respond to things that in a quicker response, or things that we probably would never catch if we didn't have that ability to use that tool.
The biggest thing that I've seen, just the behavioral pieces of it, that we get from the reports, and be able to kind of, I guess, mute out the white noise that's not really something that's relevant, and really pinpoint what we can see in the reports. Just making that connection between the data and the behavioral components that you necessarily can't read unless you're doing that with some type of AI or some type of individual that's taking that responsibility. So those are the components that I know that's been a benefit to us. We recently had a flood in our data center, the tribal side of it. Even that component, before it was fried, we had to replace it. We've seen that information coming across, and we also seen a lot of those alerts. So it's been more of that behavioral component that we actually were able to respond to. Gaming itself has been around since 1980. It's just the components of understanding the traffic between the actual slot machines themselves. So there's a lot of local level components that they actually do that communicates on protocols that are within SAS level. The actual behavioral pieces of seeing when those data are released for certain things, for jackpot bonusing and a couple of components, those have been some of the items that we've seen on the local machine level that we weren't getting that detail. So we've been able to ask more educated questions to our vendors and asking them why they're actually configuring their slot machines of that type of response or speed or everything else. So when it's a slot machine floor, you have to go through and really look at why those things are being communicated. So it's just being able to tie that information and say, we only need to communicate over this one port, and we only need to have it occur during a jackpot, and it should be occurring during the time. It shouldn't have to wait 12 hours and then upload a dramatic, large bit of information going up to a jackpot, internationally or even locally. As people look for what they need to do next, is just to make sure they take a step forward. We wanted to make sure cybersecurity was important across every piece of our business and every part that we service the tribal community and the people within it. So that's why we went through a centralized SOC.